Peace, peace, family. The God Will Kapru, Heru. I want to touch on the importance of setting up your altar, your spiritual altar in your house, okay, or in your wherever you want to set it up at. All right. First of all, the basics on your altar, okay. Um, a small table. It don't have to be nothing too big, you know. It all depends on how much you want to put on it. Okay. All right. Um, basically, what the bases are to start to get energies, okay, coming around you. All right. Well, first thing you want to get is, of course, a picture of your loved one who have made the transition. If they have someone on a picture with them that has not made a transition, maybe you can copy that picture and cut off that person, okay? Because the altar is basically for our people who have made the transition, and we say transition because we do understand that energy does not die; it only change. It only go from one state to the next. Just like if you were to put water in a cup and water in a pot, no matter which shape the water takes, it's still water. Okay? And that's the same thing with us energy beings. Okay? Us divine energy beings. We transition, we don't die. Okay? The European told us that death is the end. And that's a bunch of bullshit. Okay? So the basis of your altar is a small table, um, a dresser, whatever you want to use. Okay? Um, uh, you can use a white tablecloth, a white towel, a white sheet on covers that covers the dresser or whatever it is. Okay. Um, you can also use, okay, like I said, get the pictures of your loved ones. Also, um, get you some white candles. Okay, preferably the tall white glass candle. Okay, which they call them 7-day candles, I believe. Or you can get you some small white candles. Okay, but preferably preferably the white candles in the glass. Okay, is safer, of course, right? So that's the white ones. You can get from any dollar store, Dollar Tree, whatever dollar store. Okay, they sell. I think Walmart selling them now as well. Um, also, okay, you want to get you a glass of water. Okay, a glass of water. Okay, and what that water represents, okay, that water represents divinity. Okay, purity. Okay, this is what this water represents. All right. You can actually even pray into this water. Okay, I use a champagne flute myself to put the water in. Okay, I fill the water up. Um, I usually don't use regular sink water. I try to use maybe some alkaline water. Some of the more so-called cleaner waters. Okay, so I will fill this glass up and I will pray into it. I will pray to whoever I'm praying to, whether it's my mother, my ancestors. Period. Okay, and then I will take a sip of that water, just a sip, and put the water, the glass, on the uh, on the altar. Okay, I'll put the glass on the altar. Okay, all right. I'm basically saying I'm breaking bread with my ancestors. Okay, so they'll drink, I'll drink. Okay, we are one. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so you have your table, or you have whatever it is you're using. Okay, you have your white cloth over the table, whether it's a sheet, a tablecloth, or whatever it is, white, your white candle, your pictures, okay, all right, and your water, okay. Um, that's pretty much um your basis of starting off your altar, okay. Now, you know, depending on your ancestor, for instance, right? If your grandmother, she used to smoke some cools or whatever, some cool 100s or something like that, some cigarettes, right? Um, what you would do is you would light one of these cigarettes, okay? All right, put your ashtray up there, okay? No black. Don't put no black on your altar at all. You know, a gold ashtray or just a glass, a clear glass ashtray. You light that cigarette up, you take a puff of it, you put it in the ashtray, okay? And I'm more than sure that your people are going to come through and smoke the spiritual side of that cigarette. I'm gonna tell you that now. If you cannot stand that smell, that smoke, okay, on side the cigarette, you can actually put an incense right there as well, okay, to help knock down that particular smell. Okay, if you can't stand it, these are just things that you can do for your people. Um, if Grandpa used to he love his Budweiser, okay, a certain kind. Go ahead and get a can, you know. Crack that bad boy open. You take a sip. You put it on there by his picture. You understand? You put it on there by his picture. All right, and I'm more to show. You might see Grandpa walking around the house drinking a beer. You know, these are different things that you could do for your family. Okay, some people do altar money. I'm really not into that. Um, for the simple fact of um, money is not even real in the physical. But you know, some people use it. Hey, that's their prerogative. It is what it is, right? So anyway, um, you know, so that's the kind of things that what I do. You know, for my personal altar. Um, some deities I may put on there. I may put a statue of Anubis on there, being that he's the god um, um, of the passage, you know, to the underworld. Okay, I'll put a statue of Anubis on there. I may get a unk, you know, no black unk, like a gold unk or something like that, you know, brown or something like that, and I'll put on there. I may order a pyramid or something put on there because that's the energy. Okay, all right, I may do something like that. All right. Um, what else? What else? What else? People ask me, well, what about putting food up there? Okay. Well, to be honest with you, um, if your ancestors are as aggressive as mine is, when I eat, they eat anyway. Okay. If I have some salad or something like that, um, you know, or if we do some baked lemon fish or some shit like that, whatever it is, like they grub, believe that. So, like I said, that's your preference if you want to put food on there, but they eat, trust me, because once you put this altar up, okay, what this altar is representing is the breakthrough of this grid, okay, all right. Yahweh placed the grid, okay, in between the spirit realm and the physical, to where we lost a lot of contact with our people, okay, in who in the heaven realm or the cosmos, okay. We lost a lot of contact with them, okay, all right. So what this altar does, it breaks through that, and it allows them to come back through, and we have open conversations, open communication. Also, that allows them to work on your behalf in your life. okay, to open up doors for you in your life, because you giving them strength. You understand? You giving them strength to become higher, more higher energy beings. Okay, all right. So um, these are things that you can put on your altar, okay, to open up some things for you. Just in your life in general. Okay, all right. Um, for some of our for some of your elders, your grandmother, your great grandmother, if you know them, if you know who they are,